boy.
You're going to sleep.
Kevin Cassius, IFL TV, MTK Global. We're in New York City.
Look, mate, these strides are so tight. Pan down. There is no chance that little fucker can pull them down.
Aye.
No chance.
If you could do it again
How
this
many
week.
views? And the worst thing you've done was you put it out again. So when you put it out, I thought, oh, that won't get any views. You've done like another 1,000 or so. I know.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
All good, all good. How was Maryland?
Fantastic. I mean, oh, mate, we just signed one of, hopefully, the all-time greats in Devin Haney. I mean, just an incredible performance, and then just one of the knockouts of the year to wrap it all up. So it was amazing. A couple of good heavyweight fights, brilliant women's fight, some good youngsters on the card as well. It was really good. And now we're here for a massive night. Massive week, massive night.
Just going back to Haney, you said before that the Moran fight would kind of give you an indication of where Haney is in his career. So he answered that emphatically.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wanted to see it up close. You know, I wanted to see how good this kid that everybody was talking about was. And I've watched him, you know, I trust the people that have told me, but there's nothing like seeing it up close. And I wanted to see if he was ready. You know, his dad says to me, give us Teofimo, give us Lomachenko, give us Luke Campbell. I'm like, okay, but you're 20. Yeah, I know, it's fine. Trust me, this kid's on another level. And obviously what we saw is that he is. Now, it was Antonio Moran, who is a good fighter, who is not a world champion, but it's the way he dealt with him, the way he knocked him out. I'm very excited. He'll be here this week. You get to meet him again.
Yeah. He don't talk loads, does he?
Devin. No, he's a pretty cool customer. He's a funny bastard. He's really funny. But he's 20. He's a little bit shy, but totally dedicated to the sport. That's what I've learned about Devin Haney. Is he lives and breathes the sport of boxing. And he knows everything about the sport. Studies everything, and he's great to work with. You know, he got his dad there, Bill. Sometimes it can be a bit of a pain in the arse relationship for a promoter to be working with the dad, and Bill is fantastic to deal with. Devin is fantastic to deal with. It was a major night for all of us.
When he does kind of crack it, I'd like to remind him how he doubled his followers at 10k.
That was probably the turning point in his career. I mean, the day he sat down with you and doubled his Twitter followers, it all changed.
Hey, you tried telling him.
Arguably, would he have put in a performance like that?
But you don't know.
And a knockout of the year without your Twitter campaign? You've got a point.
You don't know.
You just don't do it.
Absolutely.
Maybe it gave him the confidence to go on.
Well, you're probably thinking,
I need to box better because I've doubled my Twitter followers.
How do you know?
Exactly. And maybe Antonio Moran was overwhelmed by his Twitter followers.
Let me ask you a question. You know when people are hitting pads in the gym, there's no one there to watch, right? When the cameras are on, are they hitting the pads harder, in your opinion?
Are you seriously trying to make a case?
I'm just asking you a question.
Contributing to the success of Devin Haney?
Yes. Let's just answer that question I just asked you. Are they hitting the pads harder when they know there's a camera on?
Ask me another question.
No, just answer the question.
Yes, mate, 100%, you're right. Yeah, it's all down to you. I hate people who want to take all the credit.
Great night you put on for the World Boxing Series, by the way.
It was good, wasn't it?
All credit to you.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. That was a good show, and obviously thanks to the fans that have given me the credit for that, and thank you to the World Boxing Super Series, who obviously without me wouldn't even be in existence.
There's a lot of rumours floating around at the time that you're interested in signing Josh Taylor, etc., etc. Josh Taylor was coming to Matchroom. Where did they come from? Is there any truth in that?
Well, there's truth in, would we like Josh Taylor to be with Matchroom? 100%. I mean, I think he's a natural pay-per-view fighter. I think he's an excellent fighter, but it's not, are we trying to pinch him off Cyclone? Absolutely not. We've spoke to Cyclone. We've told them about our interest in Josh Taylor. And I think there's something to be worked out together with them to try and grow him both sides of the Atlantic, as a Sky pay-per-view fighter and as the Zone fighter as well.
Could you co-promote with Cyclones?
Yeah, of course.
Are they interested in that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not really a conversation that we've explored in great detail. I think I've just said to him, mate, I'd love to work with Josh Taylor. I think he's great. And they went, well, you know, how would that work? And be working together as co-promoters on Sky. Obviously he's on Sky, or was on Sky the last fight. He's boxed on DAZN the last couple of fights. It's like a natural progression, but we'll see.
And Ruiz going to Top Rank?
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I don't think it's done. I think it's likely, but I'm not sure if it's done or not. But again, I'm not.
Have you had talks with him anyway?
No.
How come?
Just haven't. I thought he was bloody unbelievable. I might do, but I saw the top rank stories. I asked someone about it, and they said no, it's not done yet. So maybe we'll pick it up this week.
Okay, interesting.
I think he's great.
I thought you'd be all over that. If he...
Maybe we are. Maybe I'm lying to you. Yesterday I was lying. Today I'm telling the truth.
What famous man said that?
I don't know.
Start a fight week. Can you just explain what's going on here today on the Monday?
So we are. We do a tour.
Yes.
Come on. So here this week we are. Obviously, it's a very big fight week. And this is Monday, obviously. And
can you introduce people?
We've
been walked past
Joe
legends.
Gallagher, Matt Christie, Josh Roy, our head of operations from Action Boxing USA. John Hill, our head of operations from Action Boxing UK. This is an operational meeting, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam Smith.
Team AJ. Talk about that. Johnny Velocity, Jamie Velocity. It's Velocity everywhere.
Who's that? Who's that?
Some geezer, I don't know. Sorry, mate. Who are you?
Oh,
Seriously.
Oh, twice!
First time lucky. Oh. Joel Fisher from the Guard. I'm just doing a little bit of a walk around. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Joe Markowski, greatest hair in boxing.
absolutely.
Frank Smith, greatest belly in boxing. And yeah, so Sydney Young Brown
Sydney.
runs our operations as well in our New York office. Sean Palmer, head of legal. Thomas, a great Tom. Oh no, sorry, it doesn't want to be on screen. It's this other lady over
Who's
here.
that?
She does a bit of boxing.
Does a little bit of boxing.
Rooney.
Rooney.
Fighter management in New York.
Absolutely. Everyone loves Rooney, I've noticed.
And then this is sort of like, well, we call it the black carpet, but this is basically where the fighters will come in, come down, do all the media here. This
Callum
is where
Smith on
you
there.
should be.
That's where Umar is.
By the way, Callum's been there for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So you come in here, you do all the media down here,
Okay.
and then you go
You don't
out.
do this in the UK, do you?
No, and you do the less important media outside, which I think is where you've been standing out there. So
Oh look, fight label.
fight label in the house.
Absolutely. Can we go back outside?
Yeah, sorry.
That's good, that was good.
Enjoyed that.
Ross Garrity. Shout out Ross Garrity.
JD Sports. Sports in
Josh Denzel. Gareth Davis.
You're not shouting
Josh Denzel, Russell Crowe. Boxing Social, one of the big UK outlets.
Yeah, that's great, that's great.
Fraser Dainton, Sky Sports News.
Wonderful. Sky Sports in the house. There's that little fighter from Ireland that
Yeah,
apparently is
she's- yeah,
fighting for
she's-
4 world titles.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently.
5.
5.
Ring Magazine as
Oh,
well.
Ring Magazine, of course.
Yeah, so it's a massive week for us, massive week, and just buzzing. Woke up so excited. Never thought I'd be promoting an event at Madison Square Garden, especially not the World Heavyweight Championship, Unified Championship, 3 other World Championships, 3 World Championship fights on the card, Boatsi, Coyle Algieri, Josh Kelly in a great fight, some of our youngsters as well. It's a massive moment for us.
You said you never thought you'd be doing this, but come on.
No.
What, Madison Square Garden? You never thought you'd be
Not in the
promoting?
big arena selling it out. No.
Since when? What?
Well,
When you were doing like Battle of Essex? No disrespect to Battle of Essex.
that Battle of Essex was a big night. Was it called Battle of Essex?
What was it called?
It wasn't called Battle of Essex.
Were you talking Purdy against Colin
Colin
Lyons?
Lyons.
I was there. Just remember I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so no, I'm honestly chuffed
Okay. Why are you looking around? Like, are you?
because everyone's sort of looking at me.
All right. Come back here because we haven't finished it. No. Away from the people. Edward.
Hey, thanks for making it
Greg
happen.
Domino, DAZN,
Absolutely.
Radio Raheem, proper interviewer.
I'm shocked you turned the camera. Good
That's
to see you,
all right.
mate.
I'm good. Shout out to all the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why have we done that? It's just
What? No,
wanted to-
because I just want to get you away from
Okay,
the people. Because
okay.
if you want to go into Edward Hearn mode,
Back
then
this way.
This way.
Oh, I'll go into Edward. It don't matter who's around to go into Edward Hearn. mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You were looking around thinking.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Delphine, how are you? Good to meet you. Delphine Pisson,
Yeah.
WBC World Lightweight Champion.
Stands in the way.
Yeah, undisputed.
Taylor comes through this week.
Mm-hmm.
Chantelle Cameron's got final eliminator on the 28th of June. I think Bashel. What will you make that fight this year?
In where?
At your call.
Oh right, I thought you said. Yeah, it's a great fight. I think Chantelle Cameron's a really good fighter. Katie's going to have, I suppose she'll have a couple of mandatories because she'll have so many belts, but she's not going to vacate a belt. So if that's on the radar, she does want to have the mega fights. You know, she does want to fight
Serrano,
Serrano and
yeah.
Breakhouse, those kind of fights. But I watch Chantelle fight in Scotland. I do think it's too early for her, to be honest. But if she wanted to jump in that fight, no problem. Jamie Moore's over there. I don't know if that's the plan, is to win that and then fight Katie Taylor.
That's what they want.
Okay,
I interviewed
that's great.
Cameron the other day.
Good.
The message is clear, make the fight, Ed.
Good. Come on, mate. Come on.
Will you meet with Shelley this week?
No, they don't, mate. It's just zero chance of that happening.
Shelley will meet with John, skipper.
Yeah. And just, I think that's the best way that this is done. You know, let John Skipper go in and try and do a deal with Deontay, and then obviously tie up our end, and then it's happening. But the messages aren't great, are they? Let's be honest. I mean, they're saying they've done a deal to fight Ortiz next, so how can they fight us next? And then Wilder comes out. I saw Wilder go, I'm not fighting Joshua next. But in boxing, you never know. It's like, what? So all of a sudden, bam, I might be fighting him next. Which one is it? You know what I mean? So what AJ's got to do on Saturday is put in a brilliant performance and then put it on him. And just say, I dare you to fight me.
You've tried this, haven't you?
I know, but what else do you want to do? Tell me. Tell me what we should be doing.
Fight's fucked. For this year?
Well, why should it be? Because this should be the fight that they take next. This should be the fight that we take next. And the fans have just got to put the pressure on. AJ's got to come out and say, the only fight I want next is Wilder. Deontay, give the fight fans what we all want. Make the fight. I dare you to fight me. I dare you to goad him. I don't know what else to do. You know? But I've tried being nice. I've tried not being nice. Neither of them worked. So I've sort of just leave it now and say, I don't know what you want me to do. Make the fight. It's the biggest fight in world boxing. It's a fight, one of the biggest heavyweight fights of all time. It's a fight where the entire world stands still to watch. But most importantly, AJ's got to beat Andy Ruiz. Because Andy Ruiz is on another planet. You wait till you interview Andy Ruiz. He don't even...
I've interviewed him.
All right, calm down. He's so fearless. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't realise what is about to happen on Saturday. He's just excited. And he's got this little crew he hangs around with, and they're all like just loving life. I've seen him on social media. So he's going to go in, he's going to have some fun. And he's going to throw absolutely everything and the kitchen sink at Joshua. So we'll talk about Wilder on Sunday or Saturday night. Because until he beats Ruiz, it's all completely irrelevant.
I agree with that. Where are you with the WBC resolution regarding DILLIAN WHYTE?
Get him.
What does it mean?
What it means is that it's very likely that the Oscar Rivas fight will be for the WBC interim world title. And then we have confirmed that we are happy to fight Tyson Fury next.
For the diamond belt?
Yes, because he come out and said he will fight DILLIAN WHYTE for the diamond belt. So we wrote to the WBC and said, great news, Tyson Fury will fight DILLIAN WHYTE for the diamond belt. So we're in for that fight now. All right? So after he beats Rivas, touch wood, he will become the mandatory. That's what we're requesting. But Deontay will be allowed another fight in October or whenever he's going to fight. And we'll fight Fury next. And then after DILLIAN beats Fury, he fights Wilder.
Okay. Fury. You'd be happy for that fight to go on ESPN?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No problem. But that fight's got to happen next. Unless Tyson pulls out. But he's not going to pull out. He said he'll fight.
All right, let's just talk ahead here and just run through it. The WBC order it, Fury against DILLIAN
They're
WHYTE.
going to, yeah.
Right? You'll have a certain amount of time to make a deal.
Yeah.
With Fury's camp, MTK, whoever.
Yeah.
Yes. And then, if not, purse bids. Correct?
Yeah.
So, but you'd be, like I said, would you negotiate on your side for it to be the fight to happen.
Whatever they wanted to do. If they didn't want to do a deal, we could get a purse bid. Or if they wanted to know the deal, to do it on DAZN. And you're going to get like a Lomachenko Campbell situation, where it's unlikely, unless one side says, "All right, we'll do it on there." It's likely it will go purse bids. But if they make Dillian an unbelievable offer, no problem. He can do it on ESPN, BT, whatever, you know. But obviously, both fighters will want the max for that fight. And if you do get into a bidding war situation, they're both going to make a lot of money. So, but that fight's on. It's been accepted by both sides. So Fury's got to beat Schwartz. Dillian's got to beat Rivas, and then we get Fury against White.
Why, listening to you, do I still think this fight won't happen? Between White and Fury?
No, I don't know. I mean, the only way it doesn't happen is if one of them don't accept the fight.
Right.
We're in.
And the feedback you've had from...
Well, he's right. He said it in an interview.
Okay.
So they will write to him after his fight and say, "You're now in a negotiation period for the Dillian White fight for the Diamond title to happen next."
So this will happen after July 20th?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good fight. Amazing fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what else is going on, Edward?
What else is going on?
You announced your July 6th show.
We announced June 21 next gen at York Hall.
Yes.
Which is Ted Cheeseman's fighting Kieran Conway for the British title. Conor Benn is defending his WBA international title. Craig Richards against Sterling final eliminator for Buatsi, plus Shannon Courtney, plus Ofer Jones Jr., plus Charlie Frankham, etc. And then July 6th we've announced Scott Fitzgerald against Brian Rose, which has gone nutty. In the whole of Preston and Blackpool are coming. Then we've got Coley against Jack Massey for the British Commonwealth, and we're announcing Felix Cash's fight for the Commonwealth title tomorrow.
Is that going to be against Marcus Morrison?
No, it's not actually. It's against somebody else.
Okay.
And then we've got the main event to come, which is a very good chance could be Buatsi.
Okay.
Pending a good performance and a good situation.
Again, there was rumours that Liam Smith would headline. No. Okay. Is Liam Smith got another fight in America? Potentially?
Not confirmed, but it's likely he'll be at the end of July, yeah.
Okay. Can I say who I've rumoured to be heard or not really?
Omar Chavez, is that what you're saying? Yeah. One of the guys on the list, yeah, he wants the fight. Decent fight for Mexico and America.
Okay. So Buatsi, who's he likely to headline
We've
against?
Got a fight lined up, but again, I want to see him get through this week, and then we'll decide.
Defending his British title?
No, in a bigger fight.
Okay. Interesting. I was just going to say, I don't know why I'm asking you, but do you know why Yard and Kovalev hasn't been announced yet?
No. June the
29th, apparently. Or 28th.
Yeah.
Is it 29th?
Oh, yes, mate. What have we got there, Governor?
What have we got there, Governor?
It's Parmesan,
Parmesan and artichoke.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to get a little bit of chilli, right? I'm going to put it on there. And we'll go wash. Thank you.
Rob, come here. No, just come in. No, just come here. So, you two were having... No, just get in. Get in. So you two were having a little weight thing going, weren't you, really?
Yeah.
Well, what a great tailor. I've lost no weight. Have you?
Rob?
No, I'll put weight on.
Have you?
I've actually surrendered to an XL t-shirt now.
Artichoke's coming by.
Anything?
Rob will, he's a big lad. You don't eat the lemon, mate. You ain't got to eat the plate and all. Careful, take that away because he'll start eating that. He's a very hungry man.
So, yeah, the weight... Fit for 40, Ed, coming up next week?
I've got 10 days to lose a stone.
Was it the stone that you had to lose originally?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Brilliant.
I've lost nothing.
Excellent. I've put weight on. So I've now gone from small/medium to extra large in 2
Well, you got a
years.
bit of a tan though, so you...
I got burnt today.
Did you?
I don't get out much, you see.
That's what I do. Keep the tan up. I forget about how fat you are.
I'm going to go.
But you're obviously excited about it. This is a massive week here in New York.
Massive week, massive moment for AJ. I never thought, again, I mean it, I never thought I'd be promoting the World Heavyweight Championship at Madison Square Garden. Do you think, when I walked out of MEN that night, when Audley Harrison got chinned in 3 rounds, that I would be promoting the World Heavyweight Championship at Madison Square Garden? No. But it's a massive, do you know why I'm so excited about it? Because it's huge for me, company, family, but it's so big for the fighters. So big. Speak to them about it. Callum Smith, Josh Kelly, Boatsi, Katie Taylor, Tommy Coyle. Speak to them about fighting at Madison Square Garden this Saturday. It's a lifetime dream for these people to be fighting on a card like this.
Callum Smith against Joe Smith Jr.
Yes.
Plans will happen this year?
Yeah, August, September. Great fight. It's going to happen.
Well, obviously headline is the Zone show. Where will it be?
It'll be co-main event on the Zone show on the East Coast somewhere.
Okay. Spilka, rumoured to be fighting Derek Chisora.
Yes, that is in negotiation at the moment.
Is there
very strong chance of that fight happening?
Is there other options to Spilka?
There's other options for Chisora, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Chisora,
yeah, there is, but I like the fight. I think it's fun. I think they're both absolute lunatics, and it'll be part of a massive card. You'd have Rivas against Dillian White, you'd have Dave Allen against David Price, you'd have Chisora against Spilka. I mean, it's a...
Could we possibly also top it off with a little Brown?
Tom Little against Lucas Brown.
Can you stick that on it?
You like that?
Absolute no-brainer. Absolute, to kind of kick off your heavyweight orgy, right? Stick Little and Brown on, just to kick it off.
You love Tom Little, don't you? You like his agent.
You love Tom Little, I know.
Radio Raheem's waiting for me.
Alright, okay. We can carry on.
Some proper stuff now.
Where you going? You leaving me?
You alright with Radio Raheem?
Yeah, why?
You look like you've got the ump. When he came over earlier, you were like... And he walked past me and you went prick like that as he walked past.
Did I really say that? Do you want to tell him that?
Yeah, Radio. Just to let you know, when you walked past earlier, he went, all right, Raheem, and then when you walked off, he went prick like that under his belt.
Do you believe
I would
that?
expect nothing else.
Do you believe that from?
I don't think you said it with your mouth, but in your heart,
Yeah.
you think I'm a prick.
Is there beef here?
No.
No, seriously, because he does.
It's
I
an
don't want to stir
impossible-
anything, but
it's
he's not.
impossible
He's not.
fact. It's not.
He didn't say prick, but he has in the past said you were shit.
In the past, I have been shit. To be
Presenting,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm just now
I think
getting
you're
good
good,
at it.
but I know he's not a fan.
Well, I've learned so much from him. That's
Is
the
that
thing.
true?
Yeah, you know,
Is
I've
it- would you
followed
say he
all
was
of
the
his
pioneer?
stuff. Yeah.
Because he's the pioneer.
No,
Yeah,
no, that's
like
Ellie
Christopher
Sekbak.
Columbus. I'm just like the
That's Ellie
Indian.
Sekbak.
What
Your
you
real
figure out?
name?
Radio. Raheem.
Shut up, mate. No,
What's
seriously.
on the passport?
Raheem after radio.
That is your RADIO.
Yeah.
No, mate. Not having it.
Seriously. Because I won't tell you, but someone the other day said that you were a really good presenter.
Oh.
Right? They'd had a few drinks. And they were saying we could get him to do some stuff, right? So we'll talk about this later. They went, but he wouldn't be out, he can't really call himself Radio Raheem. And I was like, so that's why I just presumed you work for a fucking radio station or something.
When I was young, I began at a radio station as a child.
And then you changed your name to Radio.
No, it was like my parents had an epiphany at my birth that they knew that would be the industry.
You
I
were
worked in.
christened Radio.
I was christened Raheem, but I
It's
wasn't
all
really
coming out now.
christened.
Hang on. So what's your second name?
Does Madonna have a second name, Eddie?
Yeah,
Does
t-
Prince have
come
a
on, you
second
gotta let us out.
name?
He's Ramanathan. What is it?
Ramanathan.
Coogan Ramanathan.
Coogan Cassius Ramanathan.
Was it really Cassius?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you're not going to let us know your last name?
I feel like Radio Raheem was something the people gave me, and it would,
So you told
it
a
would betray
porcupine,
them.
basically.
It
What's your
betrayed
name?
them.
Radio Raheem.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mother even called me Radio last week, and I had to tell her to stop.
So we just clear this up. Your name is not Radio Raheem.
It's
Uh,
Radio Raheem here with Eddie Hearn and Coogan Cassius.
Let me
Isn't
ask
that
you,
roll-
you don't, you know I'm not a hater, don't you? You do know that.
Not
radio.
anymore. Yeah, I know.
What do you mean not anymore?
Do
What
you
did I
think
come and
he-
say
you
to you in
think-
LA? When there was no
Huh?
cameras around, what did I come and say to you in
No,
LA?
we take photos together now. We're on Instagram stories. Like everyone knows it's settled.
I've just done a
I
20
quite
minute
like
video
the
of you.
guy.
I've
that
plugged in Fat Nuts, Rob Tebbett, right?
There's no
I've
beef
got
at
no
all.
beef.
But that was probably...
Years ago.
I've noticed that you don't slag him off anywhere near as much as you used to.
This is why he's a promoter.
Right.
Double R.
seriously.
This is why he's a promoter.
You two should have a
He's
fight.
he's the third one to try to get us to get a fight
I'm
going.
not a fighter. You should have a fight.
I'm terrible.
You should fight another promoter.
Like who?
I don't know. Aaron?
Al
Oh,
Heyman?
I'll take that one.
Oh, I'd still back Aaron against
No,
you, actually. What? No? Finkel?
Yeah.
Aaron and Finkel versus you.
No, I'll
Tag
take
team.
that.
Yeah?
Yeah. But anyway, we've got some proper stuff to do.
Do some proper stuff.
I appreciate
But don't
it.
forget, yeah, I've been with Hearn to this day. I have. Tell him. He won
Oh,
at
mate,
Battle of
no,
Lions.
that's fine, I'm just gonna do
Battle
one
of
other
Lions.
interview.
What was that show called? What was it
Battle
called?
of Essex.
Battle of Essex.
Yeah.
You sure?
Don't know.
I won't take your man from you.
Do you
I'll
know Lee
simply
Purdy? Do you know
borrow it.
Lee Purdy?
No.
Do you know Colin Lyons?
No.
He should have been there. What was it called, Ed?
Andy Ruiz is. Go and talk to him.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're going to sleep.